Hello, my Pisces friends. I am Ulrich. I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do your classic Lenormand card readings. This card reading is not a short card reading. It's very much into details, so you will get a lot of information. Anyway, my Pisces friends, we will see here where it leads for you for the month of July. So, Pisces, here we go for your classic Lenormand card reading for the month of July. Hello, my friends, and welcome to your card reading, my Pisces friends. As your first card here, we see the fox. The fox is a very good card for work, for business. You have your person here if you're a man, but we have both cards here. So both persons are here, so also a woman involved. But if you would be a man, this points to this is very good for instance, for if you are a job, you're close to your job. Probably also, if you are a man, you have a job and you need to do a lot of efforts for your job, or you have a heavy job, or you have a job with negotiations with the whip. This is what we are seeing here, but we will go later into that. Anyway, as your first card, the fox here, it points also that it's best also to keep quiet, not to share too much information. Maybe you need to investigate something. This is possible also. Often this combination is also seen for police officers, military, especially in the line that we have here. This is possible, or people who do research. This is what we are seeing here. With the fox there, you need to adopt an indirect approach towards things here. This is what we are seeing here. We need to be also careful with this card here that we don't get intertwined in certain traps or deceptions here with this combination. Also, if information comes to us, we need to double check everything, all the information that comes to us. If we don't check all the information, it could lead to certain stresses in our life. This is what we are seeing here. But if you applied recently for a job, whatever this may be, this is a very positive card to have on that front. And then as the central card here, we see the birds. The birds is a stressing card. It's a nervous card. It's that we are moving around. Sometimes also with this card, it means that we are very active in a search for something. Maybe you're active for a search in a job, or it's possible also it's partner related. Maybe you're looking out for a partner, you're searching for a partner. This is what we are seeing here. And we need to, if we want to find, we need to keep the action going. This is what the card tells us here. There's also the key here is not to keep quiet with this card. I mean here for reaching out. I'm not saying here with the fox, you cannot share all the information, or it's best not to share all the information. It's best to keep certain things for ourselves, but it doesn't mean you cannot communicate. You can talk about general things here and see that you get new contacts. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Communication is really the key here if you want to find a job or a partner here, but not necessarily we share everything. This is, of course, added to the situation. Also, with this card, if we get stressed, sometimes we react or even overreact to certain tensions. So we need to try to relax here if that is possible in our life. We need to find a way to meditate, to make ourselves calm, whatever that may be for you, praying, meditation, walk in nature, whatever that applies on you. You need to find something that makes you relax. You need to find a source of rest here with this card in the central position. Now we're going to mirror the cards. We have the fox and the whip here. This points to that we have a lot of energy. Also, we could be, if, for instance, if you're a man in this reading, you could be quite short-tempered. If people make you nervous, it's possible here with this combination that we are short-tempered. If they come up to you, it's possible here that immediately you lock horns. Immediately you get assertive, aggressive. Maybe you don't know this, or you don't know this for yourself. So it's wise also we observe ourselves a little bit, especially with the stress factors that we have here in the middle. Anyway, it's also possible that certain people around you are ill-willed. So you do something and you notice, for instance, in the job or in your surroundings, that you try to reach something and it's like the people work against you. So this is what you could notice also with this combination of cards, especially if you're a man. This is possible with this combination of cards. We need to be careful also if we are stressed and we react assertive, even if people are ill-willed, that they don't work against you, that there are no plans made against against us here. But with the whip here, you will have a lot of energy and be assertive. And another way, if for instance, if you have this combination and you are a lawyer, this is very good for lawyers, for negotiations, for if you work in anything where you need to negotiate. For instance, if you work for a union here also, this is very good, because here we can literally get rid of this energy here in that way. Sometimes also it's possible that if we would be in a relationship, or if we are in love, or if we have connections to a certain person, we are easy to get jealous. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards here. Also be careful here that you don't self-incriminate yourself in certain situation with this combination. Be defensive here for your own person, and don't share everything, as I mentioned earlier here with this combination. If people go too far, you're probably gonna react quite severe here with this combination. Then we have the dog and the woman here. The dog and the woman, this points to, if you are a woman in this reading, it points to that a friend is close to us. We have an older friend maybe that is closer to us. This could also be a colleague, a peer, a sibling, but there's some mastery here. The lily is an older card, so it's wise. It's you or the friend who are wiser, or maybe it's possible also that you have a wise relationship with each other. It's possible if you talk together, you get some wisdom in the communication with each other. This is possible also with this combination of cards, but you are devoted here as friends towards each other. This is what we are seeing here. It's also possible, if you are a woman, for instance, you have a friend that is about to become a lover. This is what we are seeing here. This person or you are more matured, and you find a balance in that. But mostly this points to two quite wise partners here that we are having here. But it could also mean that it's a colleague that you have a crush on, or a colleague has a crush on you. This is what we are seeing here. But there is a friendship here and a collegiality here possible with this combination. This person befriends you, or you befriend them. This is what we are seeing here. Also, for certain things, it's possible that you're easy to ask permission to one another. This is what we are seeing here, or we seek for certain approvals from each other. Then we have the fox, the man and the whip. The fox and the man here, we see here, we need to be careful here, as I said, that we don't get confronted here with persons who have show themselves different than they are, especially if you are a man here in this combination. It might be a colleague if you are a man, because the woman is in the back here. So if you are a man, you need to be careful here that you don't have certain colleagues that are two-faced. This is then for the man here that I'm saying. It's possible also that certain customers, if you are in that area, that they provoke you, or something like that here. We need to be careful that we don't get involved with customers that make something up for causing some difficulties. So we need to be careful here. We need to be wise if we interact with certain customers here. You need to take your time and use your wisdom to observe any kind of relationship. The fox asks us to observe, take our time. It's the card that operates between dusk and dawn before it takes action. So this is like we make a plan before we speak, or before we do something. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But mostly this points also in another way that you work hard. You're very determined in your work. You're very focused on your work here also with this combination of cards. But you could be confronted with some people who are dishonest, who don't have your best interest in me, maybe customers, maybe colleagues here. We need to be careful here with this combination. You could be literally confronted with somebody who tries to trick you here. It all depends on your surroundings. Then we have the man and the whip here. If you are a man here, it points that we need to be very diplomatic with this combination, because if you're not diplomatic, you're easy to get in quarrels, or maybe people provoke you and you get in quarrels, or they tempt you to get in quarrels. This is what we are seeing here. This could be a colleague that provokes you for something here also with this combination of cards here. This mostly, it points to a person who plays very short on the ball. So we need to be careful here not to be short-tempered, or that people are not looking for us for finding our temper. So the wise thing here is to be diplomatic. But as I said here, if you have negotiation professions, this is very good for that here. For instance, if you're a lawyer in front of a judge here, this is really, you can make your case here with this combination. This points to a very verbal person that knows exactly what he needs to say here with this combination. Also, if you are a person, you could be confronted with a lot of judgmental people. They come to you and they immediately have a judgment ready, and you think, where is this coming from? What is this person telling? And you need to use all your smartness, your witness to stay diplomatic. You could be confronted this month with that kind of persons here. Also, they could criticize you here. This is what we are seeing here, but this is a temporary situation. It all depends how you can maneuver your own situation here. Then we come in the second line. We have the house, the birds, and the fish. The house, it can represent our person, our body, but it can also represent the workplace. So it means, again, here with the birds in the middle, we have some stress here. Here we see also that something related to the work is about to be announced. This is the card. So it's possible there is more than one announcement made, or more than one change is coming. So probably this is changes about money. Maybe it's said to us that we need to work harder, but immediately if you work harder, you will earn more. So it's a little bit like that. One is immediately connected to the other. Maybe your boss tells you, yeah, you need to work harder, and he says, and if you work harder, I will pay you more. This is what we are seeing here. So one immediately follows the other. This is what we are seeing here. And the house is quite a strict card. So it means it's like almost a rule, a regulation. We need to follow here, and this is announced several times, more than once here. But for financially, it's not bad, but it's here, it's like we're put under pressure, especially on the communicative front here. This is what we are seeing here. We could end up in some messy situations here with this combination in our own home. For instance, also, if your house is not so organized here, this combination tells us maybe we need to order things a little bit. It could be if your house is a little bit deorganized, it actually gives you additional stress. So try to take some time off to put your house in order. So if you come home, actually you can relax. Try to update your house a little bit so you come in a relaxing environment, and it will benefit you. It will benefit you, and you will feel more relaxed. Also, people around you will feel more relaxed here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Sometimes also it points that our neighbors could be noisy, or they are curious. For instance, if you make long hours, you see their faces coming through the window and they check if you come home like that. This is a situation also that we could have here. Or there could be an argument that the neighbors argue with each other, and that it gives you stress. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. And you could feel a little bit unhappy about this whole situation. On another front, if it's the house itself, the building, we could have some problems here. Maybe there is some problem with the water here that we are seeing here, because we have the fish here with this communication. There could be some problem in the house. Maybe it's a problem related to the house, communication about the house. Something is wrong here. This is possible with this combination of cards. It's like things are always moving in the house with this combination. On another way, if you are in a relaxed environment and you are able to relax, when you're sitting relaxed in your home, if you have the possibility for that, it's possible that if you relax, you have clairvoyant moments, like you see things very clear. If you had a problem and you relax in your home, suddenly you see how things are connected. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Also, sometimes this points, if we have a certain friendship, or we have a certain partner, here there's a lot of interaction possible on the sensual or on the sexual front here, because the fish is a fertile card. So it's possible here that there's a lot of interaction with a certain partner, a man or a woman, or whatever it may be here, but there is interaction possible here. Sometimes also this could mean that there is interaction, even maybe your neighbor and you have some kind of relationship. This is possible also with this combination of cards. But as I said here, relaxing will be necessary here with this combination. Also, we are very communicative on social media. We communicate a lot here with this combination of cards. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also this points, this is then another way, you look here at the card reading, but sometimes also this points to people who card read at home, who do astronomy, astrology at home. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. Anyway, this is also a very good thing for instance, if we need to negotiate about our house, if we need to talk to our landlord, this is a very good combination. But you will say it straight up to your landlord, this and that is wrong. You will be very negotiable here about that if something is wrong, because the house is strict. You will want that your landlord commits to the promises he made to you, and the other side, it works also reverse. So you will also need to apply to the rules. Maybe there is some strictness there around the house. This is what we are seeing here. Here we see a combination that peace creates more peace and stress creates more peace. So you will need to find the balance here for yourself here with this combination of cards here. Anyway, also sometimes it points that maybe family related, we have abilities to sing. This is what we are seeing here often also with this combination of cards. It also could be a hobby here. This is what we are seeing here. If you work in your home as an independent here, this is a very good combination for working at home. This is what we are seeing here. If it's your own home, probably you take very good care of your home. If you're the owner, I mean by this is then of course another situation. Also, if you come home and you are in a stressful job, here in this combination of cards, we see that you need a lot of peace in your house after business hours. There's a strong longing here for privacy. This is what we are seeing here also. Also, with this combination, we need to be a little bit careful. If you post pictures on the internet, see that there is no addresses available from yourself here, especially if you photograph certain objects, because sometimes this is also careful. Don't be careful what you share on media, because sometimes the wrong people see this, and we don't want uninvited guests. I'm not saying there is theft here possible, but it's better to prevent than to heal, especially if you post a lot of things on the social media here with this combination of cards. Anyway, what we see more here, it's possible also if you communicate that certain ways you communicate are changing. It's like you have the feeling, I need to add something more in the way I communicate. Also, you will be very alert from your environment. For instance, if you hear a small noise, it's like you wake up immediately. Or if something happens, a car passes, immediately you notice. It's like you're very observative with this combination of cards. Possibly also on your work, you see a lot of details. Maybe if your colleagues missing a details, you're the one who sees the details, and you say, did you see this? Because this is connected how, and this is the consequence. So it's possible here with this combination here that we are very alert for the moment here with this combination. If you live in the family environment, it's possible for some people here that their family brings them stress. This is possible also. And we cannot find any peace at home. And it's like our mind is very flexible, and we are a little bit unsettled here, or we are unsettled in our home environment. It could be quite chaotic. And it's wise with this combination that we see, and it's important that you have a private space that nobody comes in. And if they come in your private space, that they ask permission. It's very important that they just don't bust in, open the door. You need to set clear rules here that these people don't interfere, that they don't think it's logical. They can just open your door. This is what we are seeing here, because this is a stressy situation for that kind of situation. Then we have the birds and the fish. The birds and the fish here, there is some financial transaction seeing here that is going on here. This is mostly a combination for sales, returns on investments. If you work at home, there is a lot of return here because the fish multiply. So this is means we earn money by communication in our home, or we earn our money by communication in the business. This is what we are seeing. For instance, also this is like a salesman that we are seeing here. It's possible also that you double check here with this combination your finances. You're constantly double checking your finances here. This is possible also with this combination. It's possible that you financially have worries. Maybe these worries are legitimate. Maybe it's just preventive here that we are seeing here. Sometimes also this points that we spend money on social media or things that we see. We buy things on online with this combination of cards here. If there is a certain chaos in your work front or in your home environment and you take certain actions, it's possible you get profits on that. Where others have losses from certain chaotic situations, you this month could gain profits out of that. It's like we see here, like, for instance, if there is a war, I'm just giving a general example here. For instance, in war situation, there are still people who profit from the war. And this is what we are seeing here. From difficult situations, you are the one who make profits here. So this is also something what you see here. Maybe you have sales in a certain area and your colleagues cannot sail because of a certain reason. And for you, it's easy because it fits you. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. Then we go in the third horizontal line, we have the dog, the lily, and the woman. The dog and the lily here, if you are a woman, it means, as I said here, this is long-term relationship with a friend. A possible relationship can begin. It's possible that we begin a relationship with another colleague here. There is some wisdom here. Maybe this person is older. Maybe this person is wiser. Maybe we both are wiser. But there is a sexual possibility here, possible if you are a woman. Both are possible here. Also, I want to mention, with the fox here in the relationship, if you have a fixed girlfriend or a boyfriend, with the fox we need to be careful. The fox is a card like that one of both parties, the man or the woman, is half-hearted in the relationship. It doesn't mean there is a cheating going on, but it's like the person in itself, for some reason, it's not fully committed with their heart. They're missing something, or you are missing something in that relationship. The heart is half. This is what we are seeing here. I want to add that also for the fox here. But coming back here with the woman here, it's possible here there's a sensual relationship growing here, a wise relationship here. A friend becomes a colleague becomes a friend, the friend becomes a lover. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. It's possible also that on the sensual front, if you were before more conservative, more strict, it's possible that because you mature more or you get more experience, you get more lenient, or you learn more, or you are more experienced in those fronts, because the lily is a wise card. So it gives you more experience and you become more lenient, more souplesse here. This is what we are seeing here, especially if we have been very strict before about certain things. It's like we get more lenient here with this combination of cards here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Also, it's possible here that there is a mutual admiration, like you admire your friend and colleague and they admire you. There's an admiration here. Also, one of both could be a little bit artistic here in this combination, and this brings also a kind of seduction or good feeling. This is what we are seeing here. There's a kind of support, loyalty here between the two colleagues, between the two friends here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. And then we have the lily and the woman. If you're a woman here, this points to you that you are more wiser, you are more mature, no matter your age here. It's possible also that you are close to certain grandparents. This is possible if you are younger here. If this is for the job. It's possible that you are a person that they come to for advice. You're a professional in that area. With this combination of cards here, you give other people advice. Sometimes this point to an expert, a professional expert. Maybe you give advice in helping professions here. You're an advisor. Sometimes also this points to people like psychologists, psychiatrists, nurses. Help. Here we give help to others, and you are an expert in that field, whatever that may be. You have a helping role here, an advising role towards others. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But there's a kind of spirituality here also that we are seeing here with this combination. If none of the things I said here apply on you, this points at least to a close old friend. There is somebody close to you here, to your heart here, that we are seeing here. But mostly this points to a lover that is close to us, a mature lover here with this combination. Also, we enjoy life more with this combination. We could have we have healthy food or some foods that we like. This is what we are seeing here. Also, if you are a woman compared to the man here, he is in a very stressful environment, and the woman here, she's in a more relaxing environment. So the person here, she could be more in art forms business, art business, calmness, relaxation of others. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Sometimes also, if you are a man here, sometimes also if you are in difficulties and you ask advice of your partner, sometimes also we need to take this advice under this suggestion, under our thinking. We need to think about it if we get advice from a certain partner here. Of course, this cannot be suppressed advice. If you ask for advice and you get advice from a certain person, we need to consider this advice. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards, especially if you're a man and you have a hard time and you have communication willingly to your partner and they give you advice, we should consider the advice. And you need to see if this fits in your person. This is what we are seeing here. But mostly this is a good combination for wise advisors. This is what we are seeing here with this combination also. But as I said here, the person is more matured, more wiser. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. If you are an older person or a more mature person, it's possible, as I said, and you're a mature woman, that before you restricted yourself in certain areas of your life, but that you are now more lenient, you enjoy more life on the eating front, on the sensual front here. There is more leniency here. We see this always coming back here. We are more easy to enjoy the benefits of life here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. But there will be a certain limit also. We will not go over certain limitations here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Then we will go in the horizontal, in the vertical lines. Here we have the fox, the house, and the dog. The fox and the house here. Here this points mostly in general. This points you are renting a house. These would. It's possible also that more people are living with you. This could be our family, or more siblings are living with you. Sometimes with this combination is that our brother or our sister even could live with you with this combination of cards here. Also sometimes here it points to unclear situation on the work. It's like in the department where we work, things are unclear. It's like it's not transparent. There is some secrecy here that we don't know everything that is going on. And this, especially if you're a man, this makes you more suspicious. Like you always have the feeling, it's like these people here are covering something up. This is what we are seeing here. But it doesn't mean that you will not fulfill your duties, but you cannot get rid of the feeling that something is hidden, that they hide something here. This is what we are seeing here. But towards the family and your work, it doesn't mean that you are not dutiful, because this is a dutiful combination. But always we have suspicion, something is nagging on us. You're thinking what is going on here in the workplace, and you cannot quite place it here. This is what we are seeing here here with this combination. And it could sometimes give you the feeling that you don't work in the right place, especially if you have a lot of arguments or if there's a lot of arguments. This is what we saw earlier also with this combination of cards. Sometimes also we need to see that some family members are not tricky with us. So we need to be careful here, maybe what we are saying or what are the lenience we give to our family members. So they cannot do any harm to us, or they cannot take something from us. So we need to be careful here with this combination. We cannot sometimes be too trustworthy here for certain family members, because maybe there's somebody there who is tricky. This is possible because this is a tricky combination that we are having here with this combination. So be careful here. If you have the feeling that you're in the group of the family, maybe you're in the group, but there is a but. So you need to be careful here with this combination of cards here. Just see that you are strict. Best here with the house is that we are strict rules and regulation and limitations also towards family. It can be a good thing here for limit them if there will be certain problems in that area. And then we have the house and the dog here. Here we see here, as I said, there's a sibling possibly living with a family member here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. It's possible that this person is more mature or older or wise, but maybe this gives stress sometimes here. Or it's possible that you feel or you see that one of your siblings is visiting you more, like a brother or a sister. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. And even though the situation is not easy, still there is some devotion towards the tradition of the family here with this combination. If you are thinking about acquiring a pet, this is possible also that you let a pet into your life, because we have the dog here with this combination. So it's possible here that you buy a puppy or that you thinking about taking a cat. And this is mostly a combination for that here. There are pets coming in your house, or maybe it's your brother or your sister suddenly shows up with a cat or a dog here with this combination of cards, and you like the pet and you decide to keep it. Anyway, it's possible also that you have a busy life, and then you tell to your sister or your brother, yeah, but I'm not at home, I want to keep. And then your brother suggests, yeah, but okay, I just feed it on regular time, or he helps you out with the pet. This is what we are seeing here. So you decide to keep it. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. But also, if you have a dog or a cat here, we are quite strict to our pets, and we want them to listen. This is what we are seeing here. We are quite strict towards our pets here. We want them to obey certain rules here and regulations. Also for our family, if they show up on irregular times, we will say, you will say, for instance, I have a busy job, it don't fit now, we need to make appointments because I have a private life. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination, especially if you live alone. Then we go in the second vertical line, we have the man, the birds and the lily. Here we see again here that this person is very communicative. This person we already saw. This is a very good combination for lawyers and so on. So this person talks a lot. He's talkative here. It's like this person is always talking, especially if you're a man. Maybe you notice that you communicate more. This is what we are seeing here. And there will be a lot of communication also with people of the other gender, also with your own, but also with the other gender here. This is what we are seeing here. And this could be beneficial in any way that you want it to be beneficial for your. Also, if you have a communication and you talk to people, you will clarify your intentions and your communication very efficiently, on the work front and in the private front. So people immediately know what you're talking about. There's no beating around the bush here if you want to reach a certain goal. For instance, if you have intention on the sensual front here, mostly with this combination, we don't cover up too much, but mostly we take it on in a very smart way. But in another way, we are open about it. We present it in a smart way. This is what we are seeing here with this combination, especially if you're a man. This is what we are seeing here. This is very efficient communication here. also for resolving certain problems. This is what we are seeing here. But also on the sensual front, it's very good here with this combination of cards, if that would interest you. Anyway, then we have the birds and the lily. The birds and the lily here, it tells us here that there are certain stresses here. We saw this earlier here. In the combination here, there is a certain short-temperedness here that we're always seeing back here. If you are a couple here, there could be also some tension in the couple itself here with this combination. If you, for instance, take an exam or about to take an exam, this could cause stress. Maybe if you have an interview, a job interview, this makes you very stressful here with this combination of cards here. Probably if you do an interview for a job or you have communication with somebody, what is often popping up in the communication here is the career, the long life career. So if you have a conversation, you start a conversation with someone, they always ask you, what are your intentions on the long run for your life? And the communication is always somehow ending up in that here. This is what we are seeing here. Or the communication is very focused on the career here. This is what we are seeing here with the combination of cards here. If you are a single, sometimes also it pops. It shows that we have more than one relationship and we are in a tryout phase. Sometimes also this is multiple partners. So maybe you have several relationships and you want to experiment in relationship. Sometimes also this is the case with this combination. Sometimes we need to be careful here because you're very open about sensuality, that there is no gossip, because the birds here, they tend to gossip. So be careful. Think wisely how far you go, because if you're open about communication, it could also create gossip. That's why we have the fox here. You need to make a package of your message that it cannot turn into gossip, but you make clear intentions. So this is what the cards tell us here. Anyway, if you communicate here also, it's possible that you receive some sensual messages from potential partners. This is sensual messages here. We send and we receive. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. What we also cannot do is causing ourselves too much stress about sensuality. Just try to relax here. Don't be nervous for sensuality. Here we see a person who has enough abilities. Maybe it's possible also with this combination that you said for a long time, no, I don't want to engage in sensual activities. And now you choose to. And it could make you a little bit nervous. But just remember here, if you mastered something, you still remember. It comes naturally to you here, especially with this combination here. Don't be too nervous here about that here. Don't cause yourself stress about that. It will all go very smooth. Then we have the whip, the fish and the woman, the whip and the fish. It tells us here that you're probably thinking about if you need to arrange something in the finances here, it's possible that you are confronted with some financial obstacles. It's not necessarily a financial loss here, but maybe there's a reason why you have certain financial issues. This is what we are seeing here. But mostly this is not a very negative combination, but probably we need to negotiate about money, talking about it. This is what we are seeing here. Mostly it can be overcome here with this combination of cards. If you have a difficult time in your relationship, sometimes also this points to arguments about money with certain partners that we have. Here we could see that if we have a partner, there could be a discussion about money. This is what we are seeing here. We are arguing about money. It will not apply on everybody, but this is a possibility with this combination of cards here. Or we invest a lot of money. We invest a lot of time in earning money with communication. This is what we are seeing here, because it's also a working hard combination. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also that, as I said, there is a kind kind of advising function here in this card. It's possible also in another way that you are a financial advisor. So this is then the other side. The cards always have two sides here, and I'm sharing general information. I have no respondent in front of you, so I give you several options here. Anyway, here we see also there's a certain discipline here that we are seeing here, that we are implementing here with this combination of cards here. It's possible also that if you have a partner, that one of the partners has a different skin color. This is possible also with this combination of cards. It's not a general rule, but it's a possibility here with this combination of cards. Or you are attracted to a certain partner, especially if you're a woman, for certain physical features. It's possible that you are attracted to a man, and you look at that person and you think, this person exactly has what I had in mind. This is what this combination, and it gives a form of attraction. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. And with this combination, it's hard to resist sensuality because somehow it plays in your mind. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Then we have the fish and the woman. The fish and the woman here, it points that it's possible if you are a negotiator for money that you earn well here. This is negotiating about money, and we have a good income about that here. This is what we are seeing here. This is also a person who works hard for business. It's possible if you have a business that your profession is very hard. For instance, you're a kinesiotherapy. This is possible here. You do massage, you do anything here that is very physical. I'm just giving an example here. Or for instance, you're a very good negotiator about money, but you need to work hard. You need to negotiate very hard, but you also earn very good money. And the stress could be related to that here also with this combination. Mostly if we are well off financially, also a lot of potential partners pop up. It's a little bit combined here. So more money comes in, and if you want or not, mostly more partners pop up. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. This points to entrepreneurship. This is a woman who does entrepreneurship. It's all above her. It's like the money is coming to her here. This is what we are seeing here. Mostly it points that we have no financial issues, especially if we work hard. There will be enough if you work hard. This is what we are seeing with this combination of cards. And then we're going to see if we can add something with the cross. We have the fox, the birds, and the woman. The fox and the birds here, as I said here, we need to be careful here that people don't withhold information from us. So we see this here again here. It's possible that you notice that not all information on the work front is shared with you, and you pretend that you are stupid. You play the stupid game, but actually you know exactly what is going on. This is what we are seeing here also, because the fox is a smart card. So if you see that there is a tricky situation going on and somebody asks you, it's like you fall out of the sky and you're just born. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. You don't want to be involved here, but you're very alert. You're very observative, but others don't notice that you are so focused here for this situation that is going on. But you are aware here, especially if there's tricky situations around you, you will be, it's like you see through it. You see through it, because the fox, he operates between dusk and dawn. It's like he's a police officer, and it's like you can smell that there is something going on. It's like a hunch. It's like a hunch here. As I said here, this is a very good combination for police officers here. They have a hunch sometimes for following their gut, because it's inside themselves. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. But for job interview, this is very good. As I said here, if you are a man here, it's possible that the person that does the interview is a woman. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Maybe this she's the head of human resources here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, it's wise if you have a job interview, even though you are very stressed, you try to relax, stay diplomatic and stay calm. You have enough you have enough baggage here for getting there. You have all the qualifications, but you need to try to relax yourself, find relaxation for yourself, whatever fits you best. Anyway, If you have the job interview, it's possible that the interviewer is very smart, and it's possible that they ask you tricky questions for seeing how you psychologically react. And it's possible that you play dumb, but you immediately see through the questions. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. Sometimes with this combination also, as I said again, if you have things and you post them on social media, be careful what you post on social media, because some things you cannot get off anymore, especially if it's about your privacy. Be careful what you post there. Anyway, here we see also with the fox here also, it could mean during the interview that the interviewer asks you something at the end and you want to add something and you say something, and this gives you the way in. You just say something and it brings you in the business. This could be what we see here also. It's like you give the whole conversation a twist and you strike. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. This is a very good, smart, intelligent combination here with this combination here. Sometimes also it can point that you work with some Android technology or you work with advanced technology. We see that sometimes also with this combination here. We are very creative here in finding out things in our job here. This is what we are seeing here. Our job gives us also stability. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also, if you are in a relationship or you are about to become in a relationship. I talked before about half-heartedness, but what is also possible with this combination is that you're trying out each other. Sometimes this points to a chess game between two lovers. You make a move and the lover, she waits to see how you react. You move and then you wait. This is what we are seeing here also. It's like there's a chess game going on. This is also possible if you're a woman that this chess game is going on your work. Slow moves are made for seeing how the other one reacts. This is what we are seeing here also. But if information comes to you on the work front, especially verbal communication, double check everything before you fix it, because some information that you receive could not be quite reliable. Double check everything here, because it will be hard to distinguish the truth from certain facts that are not truthful. If you work a lot with paperwork, double check everything also. If you, for instance, if with a work and you work with official documents, double check everything. If there is a watermark or whatever that proves, double check all the documents one by one, because this points to refined forgeries. Double check everything here with this combination of cards here. But mostly you will have a very sixth sense. So if you have a sense that it's not right, it's probably not. So trust your gut here with this combination. Sometimes Pisces, they have a gut feeling, a very good feeling. They just feel it. If you have a gut feeling, don't deny it. Don't deny it here with this combination of cards here. With this combination of cards here. Then we have the birds and the woman here. We need to be careful here also. Be careful what you say. Don't, also, if you're a woman, don't share everything. You can trust the person, but be careful what you share on your work. It's best we keep a little bit to ourselves here with this combination. If you talk too much, it could be giving you tensions also. If we share too much here with this combination of cards here. This is what we are seeing here, but also we see here the person itself. If this is a chess game between two potential lovers, this is like a chess game that is going on between the two. That is what we are seeing here also in the cards. Then we have the whip and the birds here. As I said here, as if you're a man, you could be short-tempered here. There could be some angry words, what we are seeing here. Also some arguments possible with a colleague are possible, especially if you're a man here. with this combination here. As I said here, more experience on the sensual front. We see this coming back here, more open-minded about that here. Be careful that people are not trying to verbally hurt you or harm you. Be cautious about that here with this combination of cards here. It's possible also if you do the interview, I want to add that also, that this person, in the interviewer, they try to provoke you with assertive, aggressive, or harmful words. But this is for checking how you would react. This is what we are seeing here. So, but probably you will know that's the reason. But I'm just adding that here to the conversation. And possibly at the end of the interview, the interviewer will apologize themselves for bringing you in that position. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Then we have the birds and dog. The birds and the dog here, there's a lot of communication with friends, as we saw earlier here. If you negotiate for a job, this is a very good position for negotiating for a job. So if you go back for a second interview and they ask you your opinion for finances, negotiate with this combination. You can, because this is the negotiator. So they will follow you till a certain limit. They follow the house rules, but you can, if you know the house rules, how far they go, just go that far. If you know what is the legal, go for the legal. Don't let yourself be underpaid. You can negotiate here with this combination of cards. Of course, if you can get more, it's also good, but mostly this is house rules. So this is what we are seeing here. And we follow protocol, or they will follow protocol. But you can negotiate here if it's possible. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. This is negotiations for salary that we are seeing here with this combination. This is also a good combination here that we are seeing here if you have communicative professions, like if you are a host, or if you need to talk a lot in your work. For instance, if you explain something to a customer, it's possible that another customer comes and he looks and he explains, and that the other customer tells you, oh, I didn't know that also. Like you help another customer, and the other customer, he comes also in the conversation. Like you are a kind of advisor. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. It relaxes the customer. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards here. Also, sometimes we are wise with this combination for our customers. We don't criticize. We are very smart with this combination here of cards here. This is what we are seeing here. And also, this is, I want to add that one also, some people with this combination, they have a very good sense for good restaurants, for good food. For instance, you walk in a street in a place where you have never been, and you see a restaurant and you immediately know this is the place to be. So this is also a very good combination, because you have the fox nose here. So this gives the additional touch. Anyway, my Pisces friends, this is all. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this Lenormand card reading. If you have interest in psychological, philosophical card readings, we do these also, but they are more of a philosophical approach. And of course, we have also the spiritual guided card readings. They are more like an advisors in your life. They are both short card readings, about 10 minutes, so they don't take much of your time. And if you put the three together, including this one, you have a very good overview for the month to come. Anyway, my Pisces friends, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching, and we see each other next time. And of course, consider subscribing. Thank you for doing so, and bye-bye.